Selectmen call the meeting to order. If we can stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. All right, so we have 3 ordinances that we need to get to town meeting. 2 are priority, 1 is not, but if we're going to do a town meeting, we might as well just get it on there. So the first is an ordinance enacting groundwater management zone in Tylerville. As we're aware, we're working on the water in Tylerville, getting it set. This ordinance allows us to be able to do that. It'll also outline that those properties that are identified on the map and on the list that has been identified through DEEP and DPH, that they are the properties that have the potential and or contamination. And these properties will be provided free of charge a hookup to their new well, and they need to abandon their old well. So this is allowing the town to be able to have that occur. We don't want people to be working out and drinking out of a well that has contamination. So this ordinance will help allow us to do that with those property owners. This is something that we need to get done. DEEP's waiting for us to get things in line so Connecticut Water can start with their design plan, and all this follows under the grant. So this is something that needs to be handled in a timely manner. Proposing, we checked with the town clerk's office to hold a public hearing for the public so we can get input on all of these matters at 6 p.m. on April 11th, followed by a town meeting at 6:30 p.m. also on the same date. Did we check the firehouse? Did you already check that?
I already did, yep.
All right, so at the firehouse. So if we want to do these one at a time, so if I can have a motion to accept this ordinance. Well, to accept the ordinance to send to meeting. All right, any discussion? All right, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right, second is for sidewalk ordinance. We are putting sidewalks in Tylerville. We've applied for the grant, for the TAP grant. Again, this isn't going to take place for a while, but it goes to caring and maintenance of sidewalks, and it also is an issue of sidewalks down in Haddam Center. So this ordinance is also up for discussion to go to town meeting for the same date and time for basically that the public sidewalk that abuts or adjacent to the property owner, it will be their responsibility to remove ice and snow and make sure that the sidewalks are safe to cross. The town crew's been taking care of this. But again, as we've been adding sidewalks and that, it's additional manpower, and it takes them sometimes a few days to get to it. So it'll just allow the walkability and the safety for the sidewalks that are in existence and for future sidewalks that are coming. So this is also, same thing, be noticed for a town meeting and public hearing on April 11th. So if I can have a motion to accept this ordinance to also go to that meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Nay.
Got it. The last is, we've had quite a few permits come up. We have a handful of pending lawsuits going on, or intent of letters for that, for building fees to be collected. We did do a initiative back with Be Free. At that point in time, the fees were waived. There's additional work that's coming up that the town really should be able to collect revenue for the building fees. And so this is to, again, take this to town meeting to have the public hearing and town meeting to repeal this ordinance 52-13. So if I can have a motion to send this also to public hearing and town meeting on April 11th.
I'll make that motion.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Okay. Motion
6.
to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Okay. Thank you.